Hi everyone, this is Emily Spencer with Real Change Wilmington. I'm joined today by Shelby Boatman, the Executive Director of the Clinton County History Center.
Hi guys, we are super excited to welcome Real Change here today for a tour. We are located on the corner of Lincoln and Locust Street in Wilmington, right across from Cava House. If you've never been here, make sure you stop by. But I'm excited to show Emily around and I hope that you enjoy. So let's take a tour. So if you didn't know, we actually purchased our historic home in 1955, and we've been here for almost 75 years. We're actually celebrating our 75th anniversary this year. So our first room is actually a temporary exhibit space, and we actually rotate that once a year for our members, so there's always something new to see each year. And right now, we are featuring through the years, 75 years of the Clinton County Historical Society. So there are actually 75 things in two of our rooms down here that feature each year that we have been open or operational, and the thing that's been donated to us the first out of each year. It's really cool to see. We also have our historic parlor, and it's pretty unique in the fact that General Denver and his wife Louise were actually married in the parlor in the 1850s. Later, their daughter got married there as well, and it's a pretty cool place to check out. If you didn't know much about General Denver, we are in his historic house, and he was a brigadier general in the Civil War. He has a long laundry list of accomplishments. He and his wife actually had 4 children, their most famous being Matthew Rombach Denver, who helped build the General Denver here in Wilmington, and he was a U.S. congressman for the state of Ohio. There's a lot to see in the General Denver's library, but it's really cool to check out and see his life legacy. They're also buried out at Sugar Grove here in Wilmington too.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Upstairs, we've got some permanent displays that we actually feature, and we talk about our Native American Heritage Room. So if you didn't know, Clinton County was actually founded in 1810, but there were people and animals here well before that. We've got a mastodon tusk, Native American arrowheads, the Adena, Hopewell, and Fort Ancient were actually prevalent in Clinton County during that time too. So it's a really cool room to check out. We, in our hallway, have some school composite pictures, and everybody loves checking those out because way back in the day, like early 1900s, everybody had different hairstyles and different clothing. So it's really different to compare to today's yearbooks or school pictures. It's really changed a lot.
It's called Fashion Knit, and it's Fashion Knit.
Sure. Later in the tour, we talk about the Quaker Room, or our Quaker Textile Room. We are very fortunate to have an 1840s Quaker abolitionist quilt, which is very popular. One of my most favorite experiences was a girl came from Massachusetts. She was a descendant of one of the quilt makers, and she had a massive tattoo of one of the quilt flowers on her arm. So again, history is today. It's fun. It's cool, right?
Totally. I love history.
We also have our toy room, which is full of a variety of toys dating back to wooden toys, metal toys, things that you couldn't buy at Walmart or Target. We have a rope bed, which was well before a mattress was invented, and a variety of other cool things.
I've heard that there's a creepy automaton doll up there. Kind of looked at it, but it was a little creepy.
We don't like to make fun of Creeping Baby here, but she does get her name from Victorian words for crawling. They called it creeping back in the day. But she's pretty special to us. If some of you don't know, she took a 5-year adventure across Europe and was in Spain, France, Germany, etc. And she was part of an early robotics exhibit because back in Victorian times, she would wind up, and that was one of the earliest or primitive forms of a robot. So, fun fact, she's pretty cool, although a little creepy. We also have our historic bedroom because this house was a house well before it was a museum. We got a variety of cool, very old furniture and a folding bathtub, which is very popular for visitors.
So that's just like if you take a bath, you fold it up, you got a pool in your room now?
Kind of think Murphy bed, like the up and down. We don't allow people to take a bath here, so unfortunately that's not an option. One of my favorite rooms is our Eli Harvey Art Gallery, and you saw that the last time you were here. What was one of your favorite pieces?
I really liked his lion and lioness statues.
Okay, so you like the statues. So Eli Harvey did both paintings and sculptures. He was a Quaker painter and sculptor, which was pretty unique because back in the day, he lived mid-1800s to mid-1900s. He was almost 100 years old. He actually, being a Quaker, you didn't have to dabble in art or view art. You could just go outside and look at the grass or look at the sky. So being an artist and a Quaker was a bit of a problem or a concern for his family. But he made a living, and there's some beautiful, beautiful pieces upstairs to check out.
Definitely a super talented artist.
Yeah. Finally, we have our genealogy research library. Have you ever done any Ancestry or Ancestry.com?
I've kind of looked at some historical genealogy out of Highland County. That's where I'm from. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a variety of Clinton County as well as surrounding counties and state research books and genealogy materials. There's a lot of wealth of knowledge upstairs, and some of our volunteers up there have been doing it for 30, 35 years or more. We're very lucky to have that.
So it seems like you have a great passion and love for history.
Sure. Local history is really important to our community. You know, I used to want to work at Smithsonian or somewhere in New York City. I was born and raised in Clinton County, so having the opportunity to preserve my history, my community's history, is really important to me. And local history is so crucial because big history has to start somewhere, and that somewhere is typically your backyard. So what better than local history? So you want to learn more? ClintonCountyHistory.org or find us on social media. So thanks so much for being here today, Emily. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed your tour.
Well, thanks for being on the Real Change Wilmington podcast. You can check her podcast out. And thanks for giving us this tour today.
Awesome. You're welcome. You guys have a great day, and thanks for joining us.